Hey everybody, it's Erin from Erin Makes, and today we're going to learn how to make these strip fold cards. These are so fun and easy with a little happy fall inspiration using my new mini collection, Happy Fall. This is all part of the autumn inspirational video hop that I have joined in with some amazing YouTubers. These people have just started a channel. They're small channels, so you got to check them out. If you leave a comment on this channel, you have a chance to win a $10 gift certificate on my store. So leave a comment about what you are grateful for in the fall. And without further ado, let's jump in and let's make these cards. So to build this strip fold card, you need two pieces. You need the top piece, which is the flap part right here, and then the base. And this is an A2 size card, so all the dimensions are for A2 size. So first, you just cut this to be an A2 size, which is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And then you need a strip of paper. Now I have chosen the width of my, or the height, however you want to call it, how wide the strip is, to be 2 1/4 inches because I just like the size of it. And the length is 11 inches. And then just fold this in half. I mean, it's so simple. That's it. So if you want to make this particular strip to be shorter or longer, go for it. That's completely up to you. Now, one thing I like to do is I like to flip my strip, and if you want to score this, by all means, totally up to you. I just go ahead and fold it straight in half, and then I fold it back and forth a couple of times just to make sure that it is really, truly folded. If you want to get a bone folder out, whatever strikes your fancy in terms of folding. When building your card, before you put this strip on here, you got to build the background. So I have decided to do a white strip or a white mat and then a pattern paper. The pattern papers are my design. They're in my Happy Fall collection, which you can find on my website, erinmakes.com. I'm choosing to flip the arrangement. So instead of having the striped paper in the background, I'm actually going to do the green dots just to change it up. Not sure why I flipped that over. It's the same pattern on both sides for this one. So place your background. I always go down by 1/4 inch on both sides. So this mat is 4 by 5 1/4. So this one is 3 3/4 by 5. This one I do have to flip over because it is a printable paper. So it's a PDF, it's also a JPEG, so you can print it off home. You can send it to be printed. So now all we have to do is add our strip part on top, and I am choosing to layer this right on top. You could go up, you could go down, you could go in the middle. I'm doing the middle, so this is very flexible to however you want to make it. Add your adhesive. Just add your adhesive, and I'm going to put that right here in the middle, just like that. And that's as hard as it is. So I'm going to go ahead and build my other two pieces on this. So I have my white background and then my straight background. And then we're going to get into our stamping. So add my white. And this is the same white cardstock that I printed the pattern paper on. So it really is the same pattern, same white paper that I'm going to do the coloring on for the stamp. And I just love, it's the Nino white cardstock, and all supplies are listed down below. So make sure you check that out. Now that the card and all the layers of mats are done, except we'll do the inside at the very end, it's time to add all the fun stuff to it. All right, the Stampin' Dies that I'm using today is from Maker's Movement, and it says not much to say, and I just love that cute little mushroom. I thought it blended really well with the vibe of this particular video hop and also of the card, which is being grateful and kind of like an autumn theme. I don't know, mushrooms just remind me of autumn. So I'm just gonna do a quick stamp on this guy. Ta-da! Super cute. I love it. And there is a second mushroom on here, but I'm only using the one. There's also other sentiments. There's baby mushrooms, a little heart, and we are going to use part of the sentiment on the front of the card, which we will stamp later. So I've already pulled all my colors, and I'm not going to bore you with coloring. Just find colors that work for you. I do mix and match. I use some Copics. I use some Artezas. I also have Style Files. I mean, I just, whatever alcohol ace ink pens that I have, I blend. Whatever color is perfect is what I use. So I'm gonna use the template of what I did for this little guy because I liked it. And I liked that bright red. I thought it was a nice pop of color. So that's what I start with. I'm just very, very careful. I always test my color up top to make sure, yep, I did color that correctly. And so I'm just gonna go ahead and finish coloring all this in. My little mushroom is all colored in, and I just kind of cut it a little bit smaller. Next, I'm going to place the die on top, and if you notice, I already did cut out one stitch circle in a dark brown, but I'm going to go ahead and cut out another stitch circle in just the size smaller in the white. Because it's a nesting circle set. I absolutely love it. So I'm going to just die cut this out with my little mini maker. I love this thing. Last little bit I need is a sentiment, which is gonna go on the front of the card. And this came from the stamp set. And so I just lined it up and it says, not much to say, got it cute, except, and so I'm just gonna stamp this right in the corner here. Yeah, it's pretty good. Sometimes I'll redo the stamp, but that time turned out pretty good. So for the first card I made, I actually did little fishtails, and for this one, I'm not going to. I'm just gonna leave it plain, just for a change of pace, just to show you something different. I always like to make one card one way and change up for the other card. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cut, and I have a nice set of long scissors. I could get out my paper trimmer if I wanted to, but I think that is gonna be just fine. And then I'm actually going to cut this right here, right in the middle between the to and the say. So I have two different sections here. So now it's just time to build. I'm gonna take a little bit of adhesive, just line this right up in the center, stick that down. Do the same thing. I wanna make sure my stitching is on the front side. It does show up on both sides, but this paper's got a texture, so I really wanna see that. A little bit of adhesive. I love my Xyron adhesive, it works great. Put that right in the center here. And then my little mushroom dude. You could pop any of this up. I chose not to because there was just so many layers. And I felt it already kind of was elevated as it was. And I'm just gonna center that right in there. I just think that looks so cute. And I love how it looks just a little bit different than the previous card because I flipped the colors around. So I just think that's kind of fun how you can have like two different ways to go with that. So all I'm gonna do is I'm going to stick this on here. I'm gonna add adhesive to the back. And I just want the tiniest little bit of a border, just like that. And I'm gonna do the same thing to this guy. Just do a rough cut. I'm gonna come in and do a little bit better of a rough cut on this end because it's a little bit shorter. Add adhesive to the back of both these. And then just tuck these little guys in enough so I can still read the letter, that's the word that's the very end, but just kind of tuck them in. It's fun, kind of a fun little sentiment banner. And I like to turn this sideways to make sure I line this up just right. So it's straight, basically. There we go. And that's kind of a nice sentiment, just lining up right in the middle there. Last thing is that little hidden sentiment, which is right in here. So I'm gonna go ahead and add my adhesive on the back of this. I can always tell when I'm running low on my adhesive. It gets harder and harder to run, and then it's just like, oops, I'm done. And this is, both of these sentiments here in the center are part of my Happy Fall collection that you can get on my website. So these are part of the collection along with pattern papers and a few other little things in my little mini collection. And you have a chance to win a gift certificate for leaving a comment on this video. And don't forget to hop to the next people in the line. They would be so grateful. Leave a comment of what you're grateful for your chance to win. 3 lucky winners are gonna win $10 gift certificates to my website, to my store. So thank you guys so much for joining. I hope you guys enjoy my little grateful cards. Not much to say except happy fall, y'all. Because I live in Texas, we gotta include that one. And this one says not much to say except I'm so grateful for your friendship. So these are all part of my autumn grateful cards. Again, don't forget to jump to the next people in the video hop. Leave comments on all their amazing channels. Please subscribe to them. They are amazing artists. And I thank you guys for joining me. Thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to me if you have not already. And I'll see you guys again soon. Bye, everybody.